Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's wig is brought to you by OMG Queen Hair, and this is what she looks like fresh out, well not fresh out of the packaging. Totally forgot that I like to show you guys what the wig looks like before I do anything to it. And the right side is how it came, the left side is me, what I had already started doing. I had started plucking it and I forgot, like, oh my gosh, I have to show you guys what it looks like. So this is what the wig looks like. I went ahead and finished plucking it and bleached the knots off camera, and this is what the unit looks like. Completely soaked. As you can see, it's still dripping, so I went ahead and blow dried it out, and this is what she looks like now. So I plucked her, I bleached her, and of course washed and blow dried her, and this is what the hairline is looking like. But if you can tell, the ear tabs are a little bit too long, like the hairline completely covers both my ears. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut a little bit of the lace out the way right now, just so I could see, because you guys seen it was like smashing my eyelashes down, and I just want to be able to see, but I don't want to cut the lace completely off yet, because I like to make sure I plucked it enough, and it's easier to pluck with a little bit of lace still intact. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the ear tabs first. Go ahead and part at a diagonal. You want to part at a diagonal going up, because you still want the little sideburn part to hang a little bit in front of the ear. So that's why you kind of want to start where your sideburns will start and go up at a diagonal across your ear, and then you're just going to go ahead and cut that portion off. I'm going to leave it dangling for a minute because this is a 360. I have all the details, how long it is, the density and everything, links, coupon codes down below. But yes, I'm just going to go ahead and do that to both sides. Again, start at the front of the ear, go up at a diagonal over your ear, and then you just want to pin the hair out the way so you don't cut something that you didn't want to cut. And then just take your scissors and go ahead and cut up, and then you should have a perfectly laid hairline from ear tab to ear tab. And as you can see now, the hairline lays perfectly in front of my ears with my ears peeking through and not covered by hair. So now I'm just going to go ahead and cut the rest of the lace off, because I decided that I plucked it enough, and this is how I wanted it. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys a close-up of this, because a lot of you guys always ask me how to cut the lace off the front and where to cut. I like to cut as close to the hairline as possible. I know some people like to leave a little bit of the lace in front of the hairline out. I personally don't do that. I might try it once just to see if it makes a difference, because I've never done that before. But yeah, so if you guys could tell, the lace was a little bit too dark for my skin tone. Although this is light brown lace on their site, it still was a little bit too dark for me. It had like kind of like a dark brown grayish tint. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my foundation powder and completely coat the bottom, just because I'm not trying to cover the knots, because I already bleached them, but I want the lace to be as close to my skin tone as possible. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use my Got2b glue, the black bottle, and the free spray to lay the wig. I fast forwarded through this part because I have hella videos on how I lay my wigs. If you guys want a detailed video on how I bleach my knots, or how I lay my wigs with multiple different glues or gels or freeze sprays or things like that, I'll go ahead and leave those videos down below if you guys want to check those out. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and continue laying this wig, and then after I lay it, I'm going to go ahead and tie it down for about 5 to 10 minutes. after I tied it down, this is what it looks like, and it looks a little bit boxy in the front, but it's okay. We're going to fix that. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the hair. I wasn't going to straighten it at first. This is not straight. This is what it looks like blow dried. So I was like, oh, it might be cute if I did it blow dried and did it half up, half down. So that's the style that I did in the beginning. And then once I have it pulled all the way up and in place, I'm going to go ahead and take the same foundation powder that I put underneath, and I'm going to put it on top, because if you guys can tell, it's still a little bit too dark, and you can still kind of see that it's too dark. So I'm trying to get it to match my skin as much as possible. We're going to work with this, do not worry, guys. Yes, I'm just going to go ahead and do this to the entire front of the hairline, just to make it look a little bit more like my scalp and to make it look a little bit more like my skin tone. It looks okay right here, but it still wasn't light enough for me, so I went ahead and took my bronzer. I'm just going to bronze my forehead a bit, just to make my forehead a little bit darker, so it'll kind of like fuse in. And then I was like, I still don't like it, so I ended up taking the ponytail down, and this is what it looks like, just wild and free with the blow dried out look. So then a couple of minutes later, I decided, no, I don't want to do the blow dried look. I want it to be a little bit more flat. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Baby Bliss Titanium Pro flat irons. I got them from Sally Beauty. I believe they were $90. I'll find a link for you guys and go ahead and leave it down below. But this hair straightened so quick and so easy. Like, I didn't even have to run my pressing comb through each section, you know, to get the crinkles or anything out. I just literally did 2 passes per section with the flat irons, and it got nice and flat, but it still had like a good amount of volume to it and a good amount of movement to it. And then I went ahead and took my flat irons because I wanted the front to be super duper flat. And I'm just taking not my flat irons, I say flat irons, my pressing comb. I'm going to go ahead and just run this through the front of the hair just to get it to lay as flat as possible. And then I finally decided that I wanted to do a side part. So I'm going to go ahead and take my comb and just do kind of a slanted side part. Once I had my part in place, I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the same foundation powder and go over the parting area, because I didn't do the stocking cap method, so you can see the division between like forehead, my hair, and then my stocking cap underneath. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in so it looks like one smooth part and there's no like dark areas. And then I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys a close-up of what the unit is looking like so far. Now that I'm looking at the film, I actually liked it like this. Like, I like it down and flat iron like this because it looks like a nice blowout. But of course, I had to be difficult again and try another style. So I just took my Lovely Beats Edge Control just to smooth it down a bit. Not too much, just enough in my hand to get any of the flyaways to lay down. And I'm going to do half up, half down again, but I'm going to do it lower this time. Once I have the ponytail in place, I probably could have left it like this, but I'm just not a straight back kind of girl. Like, I need some type of something in front of my head. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a few little baby hairs. I think I only did 3 actually. I think I did 1 on each side, and I kind of swooped the middle because I'm used to my widow's peak in the front on my natural hair, so I always do that swoop right there. So I went ahead and did the same thing with this unit, and yeah, this was the final look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Anything that I use and any details or direct links or coupon codes, especially for the hair, will be down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next one.